Salam, salam. Hello, everyone. Your brother, Captain Dawit. Today, I have a special discussion point. It's about Mama Uganda, how strong and powerful African mothers and women are. Uh, Pay close attention. You'll be amazed. This special documentary. I don't know if you want to call it a documentary, but it was a person named Drew Binsky, I think, Keiruna, Uganda, and he went to go see Mama Uganda. Mama Uganda, she has 44 kids, arba'an children. I will do this show today in English and Tigrina, both. It won't be a long show, but pay close attention. We shall continue. All right, who's Mama Uganda? Let me share. Let me show you who Mama Uganda is, the superhero of superheroes.
This lady gave birth to 44 kids before turning 40, and she raises all of them as a single mother. This is one woman's incredible journey of motherhood, but she refuses to be reduced to just that. I'm heading to Uganda to meet her and hear from her kids for what is sure to be an emotional roller coaster. I crossed the treacherous land border from Kenya to Uganda. So we just crossed the border and now we're ducked into this little shop because it's pouring rain. And then hitch a ride 4 hours into the center of the country to meet my local friend who knows where to find Mama Uganda. Harriet and I are in a market in a nearby town and we're going to pick up a bunch of goods and supplies for Mama Uganda.
Yeah.
We got 6 kilos of beef. The bones are flying off and hitting me in the face. Oh, we just bought a whole thing of matoke, which is kind of like plantains.
Very heavy. Oh!
I say tomato, Harriet says tomato, and that's because they have British English.
Okay, let's pause. Mama Uganda, many are Mama Uganda. Who's Mama Uganda? Mama Uganda is a lady that's in Uganda or Uganda. Sorry, Uganda. Um, they speak British English. Uganda, due to they got their independence from Britain in 1962. In 1962, Uganda is one of the youngest countries in the world. 50%, 50% not on population. 50% of their population is under the age of 18. Okay, let's continue. This is amazing. This woman is amazing, an amazing African mom. You will not believe this.
Here, right?
Yeah, we speak British English. We say tomato.
What are you doing?
I'm checking whether they are ready.
All the fruit in Uganda is super fresh because we're close to the equator and it's really tropical and humid outside. This has got to weigh like 30 pounds. Everywhere you go in Uganda, there's kids that come up to you and smile. Hello. This little shop is perfect. It has everything we want to buy from Mama Uganda. Salt, sugar, flour, cooking oil, beans. I'm excited to bring it all to her and meet the kids.
Nice man.
We got about a 2.5 hour journey to reach Mama Uganda, starting now. We are getting close to Mama Uganda's village. There's a school right in front of us, so we're gonna head in and see if anyone knows her or where she lives. The reason why Uganda is so significant in this story is because Uganda is actually the youngest country in the world. More than 50% of all people in Uganda are under the age of 18. What's your name? Tell me about Mama Uganda.
Mama Uganda is just a lady who takes care of the younger children.
She produced many kids, more than 42. She takes care of the children, giving them food, health, medical. She's a hero.
We have finally found Mama Uganda's house. Hi. Nice to meet you. Mama Uganda, you're a superstar. I've heard so much about you.
Never and she's not yet a star.
We actually brought you a lot of stuff.
She's so happy for the food.
Okay, that's Mama Uganda. Mama Uganda has 44 kids. أربعة قرعوا. She feeds them, she clothes them, تخلبهم, تحاسبهم, تمرت تقربهم. Zaabe Wada Esran Shumon to Edmi. Her oldest kid is 28 years old. and her youngest is 6. تناسى خاني مش دشتايو single mom يا تي سبعة زنبرة قريفوا كل عبز يهمنيلو ناتا the again into is maslokum is on kulum olohiza. She has all these kids. She has to feed them. She has to clothe them. So she's working 24 hours a day to feed 44 kids. She has a condition, not a condition kani, is in a medical condition, enlarged ovaries. So خطوة kolas هارجيزة حموش تجيزة سلسته at a time بحسب سلسته زوالدته 3 kids triplets at a time twins many times como conditions las lost تولد and at سبعة هاني you will deline. So her husband was obviously having all these children with her, but he didn't stick around because it was too much for him. So therefore you're about to witness what an African superhero woman can do when it comes to her family. So we should compare this to ourselves. مسانس نفسنا نحسبها لنا انتنا نقبز لنا أبينا جزينا نتفز لنا إذا سويتي أربعة قولوا حساب على تقولوا تحسبهم. What are we doing, right? هذا لو ننبسون كمان كرهونو زي يقولوا ولا زف شجارة ديها مستير خات تمنع السيب فلاي أبيها جزي خات فوز اللخص نزع سويتي رأيوه. Let's continue. Let's listen. Now let's end. For those of you who smoke
Food
weed
that
every
you have brought for her, actually, the food will take some months, like 2 months.
It's surreal to think that every one of these kids belongs to Miriam, also known as Mama Uganda.
Miriam
Her
Ashim.
oldest are 28 and her youngest are only 6. As a single mother in her early 40s, how on earth does she do it?
For her, she did not plan her own self to be a hero, but it was God's plan that it happened just like that, and she's proud of it. Yeah.
Having so many kids here all the time, is it difficult?
The biggest struggle that she has is to complete the school fees and medical food. Sometimes they lack food.
Mama Uganda's story is a sad one. Forced into marriage at 12 years old, she gave birth 16 times to quintuplets, triplets, and twins before getting abandoned by her husband to raise all 44 kids on her own while working 3 jobs. I wanted to dig deeper and learn more about the reason she's so fertile, a medical condition called hyperovulation as a result of enlarged ovaries.
They told her if she doesn't give birth to those kids or to those eggs, she will have those fibroids. The fibroids will damage her uterus.
Got it.
Yeah, and she will not be able to survive for a long time.
At what age did you have your first kid?
So
her first pair of twins, she got them when she was 13 years old.
Your first kids were at 13, and now how many kids did you have after that?
So she has 3 5 times, 5 times, 2 5 times, then 1 is the last born. So she has 15 pair of twins.
A lot of kids.
How did it feel to continuously give birth so many times to so many kids?
Giving birth on the first time, she was very scared because she was like, what is happening? But as it kept on coming on, she kept on moving on.
Do you have any relationship with your mother at all?
That since that day when her mom abandoned her when she was 3 days, she has never seen her mom. That her father is still alive, the one who married her off when she was 12 years old.
Okay, Hiji, just for those who don't understand English, Edma Asarta Celeste, or she was 13 or 12, and the man, I think, so I was like 45. But this was a dowry situation. Comes I did not go well when you give your daughter to a husband because you're or you can't afford it. I'm not sure. I think he was giving cows or something, but it was a dowry. مش was that whole sabaya. So again, ربعان حمشتن قال لي علم نيروس غاني عسرت خطة عسرت سلسة علمه. She has 10 grandkids. I think Guala Lata Dekas Aserta Zuwaludu Halo Zugormukum. نزيهم كلهم كأني سلسة جزء بحنت معتي يقلبهم. She feeds them 3 times a day. No help نبينا نخلهم أربعة children. نتمرتي همسان كلتن قرشي per term يتخفف. She pays $52 per term for the kids. So obviously she has 3 jobs. سلسة سرح اللوا or 3 jobs اللوا. It is crazy. It's amazing. Comes this Sawaiti Africa trans اللوا أنا زعمن. This is what I believe. This is African heroine. Comes in that amazing. She also has a small business اللوا. the restaurant قال خفتته كسبت قلب بوها جنزب سريع جرمكم. And her son, she has a small restaurant that she runs. Her son has a little small PlayStation video game thing that he plays with the kids in the temple rohani. Her son has like a PlayStation game room قال له أنا أسرت 4 سنتيم قال له يتصاوتهم. And then he uses the 14 cents that he makes per play to help his mom feed his brothers and sisters. Now, as far as medicine and all that, what does she do when the kids are sick? She uses natural herbs. To towns but most Ugandans or Africans utilize their local herbs to herbs to treat her kids in case they get sick, which natural herbs is better than medicine anyways. كمزي عينت سبيتي غتركب تاخذ لكم. I know مبزحتنا people go off looks, people all go off بوتيدا كفتيدا قال ملو خندت حتس اتسرعنا راس توعيركاس. This is God's blessing أنا زبلو. هذا اللغة هبل زقولو مني أولادي لوا. There's many that are judge her and say who told her to have these kids. Medical condition نروا. She didn't think she was going to get divorced with her husband. So I think this is an amazing story. But these kind of stories viral because people love drama. People don't want to hear these kind of. This is amazing. This shows you how strong African women are. Now let's continue.
How did that happen? Because when you were 12, you probably didn't have much of a choice.
When I was accepted to SU, that was
sorry, I'm sharing this, so there will be commercials.
The faculty at SU really have helped more.
For her, she believes her father sold her because he was given cows, goats, and money. So it's like she was sold off.
She was sold off.
Yeah.
It's a dowry. It's a dowry, African dowry.
That's terrible. If you don't mind me asking, there's one father to all of the kids, right?
Yeah.
And why is he not here helping raise the kids?
The main reason actually why the man abandoned her because that she produced a lot.
But they're his kids though.
Yeah.
So he just didn't want.
Produce a lot, so he has another wife, and the other produces one. Yet for her to produce
the man, he gave her the kids. It was his choice too, the man.
Most men here in Africa, they don't like taking care of their kids. They take care of them when they have grown up. Like for us ladies, they know, she's going to bring dowry at home, you know.
Did he treat you well in your marriage before he left you? Was he at least nice to the kids? Was he nice to you?
The man was 45 years and for her she was 12 years. So obviously there's no kind of love. It's like a forced marriage. So there was no good relationship.
So the 45-year-old married the 12-year-old.
Yeah, and the guy had 4 other women, so she was the 5th.
Miriam is the strongest woman I've ever met, not only because she gave birth to 44 kids, but for everything that she has survived. Listening to her story, I feel a pit in my stomach, but seeing the way she smiles at her children and the way they all smile back, I am hopeful for a better life for this family. She actually has this whole compound, almost like a school or something, that she can have with all of her kids. Mama Uganda is giving us a tour of her house.
So here, young kids that sleep here, both girls and boys.
This is a room for 9 of her kids who sleep here. Hostel style.
There is her daughter-in-law. She's the one who sleeps here.
Yeah,
and
honey
this young
granddaughter,
little
not I
baby.
think.
So that's her
Grandchild.
niece. Oh, your grandchild.
Yeah.
Mama Uganda, how many grandkids do you have?
She has like more than 10.
Yeah, I
More than
said
10. Okay, we made it to the next room.
There are 12 kids that sleep over here.
So between 9 in that room and
I don't
12
know,
here,
bro.
there's
It's
21
like a
kids.
world record, maybe.
Welcome to the kitchen. This is the local kitchen.
Abzi,
You're cooking every day for all these kids.
This similar na that's not you, right?
So they eat 3 times a day, morning, lunch, and supper.
And you have no help.
No,
I guess you're going to Vena.
Over here is the bathroom. Walk in here. One here. One here. There's a big 5,000 liter water tank right there.
You open it like this.
If this runs out, how do you get more water?
We go and pump water.
Would you take shower with this water?
Yeah, we use this water to take sure.
Is this drinking water too?
Yeah, we can drink it, also cooking food.
We're having a little watermelon party over here with all the kids.
Very
This is like one of the best watermelons. It's so sweet. They seem to be happy.
Yeah.
والله بتعامل انت حبيبي مع ديون
Mama Uganda, is good? Hey guys, just want to take a quick second and thank Audible for sponsoring this video. Audible offers a wide selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and original titles across all genres. I find that some of their best selections are part of their well.
Her children make her happy. And also watching the soaps. Even wrestling. Even wrestling. Roman Reigns. John Cena. Roman
John
Reigns.
Cena. Mama Uganda's maternal instinct is evident even towards me. While she is cooking, I get a chance to sit down with some of the older boys. What is it like to grow up with so many brothers and sisters?
Sometimes it's bad, but we cooperate and we love each other.
Are you like really close with all of your
Yeah, we
siblings?
are so close. We are so close and we love each other. So
Do you fight with them?
yeah, we fight sometimes, as you know, brothers and sisters always quarrel sometimes. But mostly because school fees is too expensive. Yeah, and for now we are at home because of school fees. The mom doesn't have school fees to pay for us.
How much is the school fee?
As me, I pay 200k.
For 1 year?
Yeah, not for 1 year, each term.
Each term?
Yeah, Ugandan
Semester.
shillings.
What's the best thing about having so many siblings?
You can't be bored. Always, yeah, you can't be bored when you have many brothers.
What's your favorite game to play?
boring.
You like football?
Yes.
You play with your brothers?
What kind?
What do you like about your mom?
She loves us.
Do you love her?
Yes.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to become an engineer,
engineer
like in US, those big countries, and also I want to I have a YouTube channel.
That's awesome, man.
YouTube channel.
What's the name of your channel so people can follow?
Yeah, it's called Mama Uganda and Family.
Mama Uganda
Awesome, man.
family.
I think it's a great idea. You're 17.
Yeah,
I started YouTube when I was 26. So you already have like 10 years to start on me. After bonding with Mama Uganda's son, he wants to show me his gaming business. Sounds really innovative.
people come here and play games. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
so you pretty much run like an arcade.
yeah, 500 each.
So this is PlayStation 2?
Yeah, it's a PlayStation. We'll be making some small money which can help our family.
When I grew up, I used to always play PlayStation 2.
Wow.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it came into my mind because we have very many young people.
He went to Kampala to buy it, and now he charges for people to play, and then he helps support with food and stuff. That's really cool, man. I need to pay 500 because I'm playing.
Okay.
It's 2 players.
Thank you.
It's your business. I gotta donate. I'm the guy on the left. Okay, let's go. I feel like I'm a kid again playing PlayStation. Gee, you're good, man. I lost. Good game. It was pretty fun to battle against Miriam's son, even though I got my butt kicked. Now we are heading into the nearby town to check out Mama Uganda's small business and learn how she's able to afford raising her kids. You can feel the rain coming and you can hear the thunder. And it's the middle of rainy season right now, so hopefully we're gonna get there in time. It's crazy when you see her walking with all of her kids. There's like so many of them behind her. She holds hands with them.
And everyone is happy, super, super happy.
Are you kind of a local celebrity? Do people know you SU because you have such a big
African
family?
Everyone knows.
Everybody knows it. If you could say one message to mothers out there, how to be a better mother, what advice would you give them?
All the mothers out there, you should learn how to take care of your children because a child is never a mistake. Even if a man abandons you, at least the little you have, you can share with your kids.
We should probably start running because it's about to start pouring rain. We're all soaking wet right now. Just running.
At the restaurant.
As they say in Africa, when it rains, it pours. Woo! I found one spot with shelter.
After this video, your life is never going to be the same. So I need you to stop whatever you're doing.
He brought her
I wish I was a kid again. You have no worries in the world. You just enjoy what life throws at you and don't complain.
So we are heading to where she works, the small restaurant where she operates.
I have a question about healthcare. So how do you deal with if the kid gets sick? Which hospital do you go to? You know, how they get general health care.
When a kid falls sick, she takes them to private hospital.
But doesn't it get really expensive with so many kids?
Most of the time, she buys the drugs and keeps them, and also she gets local herbs and boils them. If a kid gets sick, she gives them either local herbs or the real medicine.
We're just walking into town here and all of our kids are just scattered, running around. Like this whole place is a playground. So this is your restaurant?
Yes.
We're in the back kitchen. It's pouring rain outside again. The kids somehow knew we were coming here and they all showed up at our restaurant.
Yeah, she's cooking for other people who are coming to have morning breakfast and also lunch.
What are you making?
She's preparing meat, chicken, fish, matoke, sweet potatoes, rice, all the local food.
How are you able to cook for other people and your own family every day?
That she's a hardworking woman. After preparing food here, she will go back home and also prepare for her children.
It is just about dinner time here. All the kids are gathering around, sitting next to Mama Uganda. They've been cooking this food for the last few hours, and you could see the size of the pot is huge because he has to feed all the kids here. And this is 3 times a day. And look how much food is needed for each meal. Mama Uganda has spent the last half hour dishing out everyone's food. She's making sure all of her kids are fed. It's pretty incredible to witness. What a scene. This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner like this every single day. This is really tasty. It's pilau. The original pilau comes from Uzbekistan. Did you know that?
No.
The first pilau, yeah. This rice is super flavorful. Different vegetables, spices. Really tasty. Mama Uganda, how do you feel when you see all your kids happy and eating?
She's very happy to see that her kids are happy.
This makes me happy also. You should eat now. After literally an hour of giving food to all of her kids, she's finally eating for herself. It is a beautiful thing to experience how kids all over the world will be kids. And I'm having a moment of gratitude for being here to tell this story. Mama Uganda is a warrior, a survivor, and a true legend. And I think it's really important to pay closer attention to African mothers and their needs. These children are the future, and I'm excited to continue watching them grow for years to come. That was amazing. Uganda is a lovely country. It's a country of youth, and that's it. The youth is going to run the world soon. So if I came here to tell this story, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next video.
All right, you know what? Thank you, Drew. You did a good job. I thought this was an amazing story. I wanted to share the story with you guys. Mama Uganda hani hayal بتعمي حيالات مازر كابزيجين انت كن مهارن خل قربتين زاربلو دحر حصير خو دعاي I know 24 minutes long yeah حصاري حرجيزه as a YouTube guys لقربتين زلم دوز الله you guys saw the story so in English and in Tigrina what's our excuses ناتنا مخنيت انتاي سيتحطو what's our excuses حناس انتاينا the best بنكون زي نخيل بفلاي بسدات زلنا especially the youth that's in the diaspora. What's your excuses? I see a lot of young guys want to be something that they're not. I see a lot of young people shigara, hashish, سبيت تخونو تقونينهم سقابزي تحت زوردو أمنا جاج أيقر برني زلو يردعني تجيزتا سلازق يرزلو تمنع سيخ أني مست ترند إذا خير زلو يردعني يجين مالت why can't you be the best Eritrean Habisha why can't you be the best we spend a lot of time on nonsense we spend a lot of time on non-educational things we spend a lot of time بزح جزتات ندفع لنا زي ما بالنجارات نحن قاعدين بعلنا كم حبشة كله بقى ناس كوس جمرة فلت لكم everything started with us ولازم بوتين يوسف كروستوس أبي تمسيري تقول كله أب أقسم ديو أدوار قال لهم تزاري بونس أبتي بتخيست تحتي ناك قدم زنبرة لهم قال يصوم توكي سوا عجزي تم حقي جوش مش إذا زاينزم قرف بزعبة زاينزم زرم حقي إتي كابتن كريستيان معاسي تجميرو قدميزي نجار مهورنا قال ملل كمزي حاسوت كمزي خونه يلوم يتكسولو إتي بزعبة هايمانك تزارو idea I'm not talking about religion I'm just saying if we are the origination نحن عنا نخلص جمرنا بعلم يمزولو زلو of the Horn of Africa أو أنت أنا عامينا هجي أنت ناتنا مخنيت أنت what's our excuses that's the question why don't all these young kids how come they're not lawyers doctors engineers we should have an attrition not an attrition why do we have an attrition rate why سلمتهم أنا خمسة قبرك خمسة تهم حدش تخو عدنا زمو تصير داني all the newcomers I understand سقابت معبلو سقابت بصحو تعنك إفكا قالت سقابت فلتو I understand it takes time for people to level up and get their stuff together but my question to you is the ones that are raised here California Seattle I can only speak about those two mainly because I grew up around that area right I grew up in California 3-4 years in Seattle what's the excuse if you grew up here why are you not a doctor why are you not a lawyer why don't you have a career and if you're not a lawyer or a doctor or if you're not a scientist or something of that magnitude then why don't you have your own business why even the military join the military instead of sitting around she got a hashish meste she got a hashish meste kick all that right صعدوا شجارة سريحهم why سريحهم خاطلك addicted قبرك خمستي كم زي كنينا addiction مش الله أو تتفق أو هنكلي نبلك كليد قال شكور قالوا ندفع كتموت الله أسيلك you just slowly withering away if you smoke cigarettes if you dip tobacco if you drink alcohol if you smoke marijuana if you do drugs you're not competitive smoke marijuana lazy no I love marijuana I'm not saying medicinal marijuana I'm not talking about what is it I'm talking about the ones that just smoke weed every day and don't have any dreams or aspirations in life عالم تحلف الله يا اخواتي سعدي معبلو لو طفانا غرفو سام بكال درجه انبصحهم نحنا جين انتايناتنا excuse سلامتاينا multi-billion dollar corporations busy نحنا خنبالا خنوعس multi-million dollar billion dollar corporations سرحيناس لحزبنا زين حقس كنا معبلانا خلينا عدنا تاي تتصقمنا سلامتاي نحناس نحمق سلامتاي تصعدو يصالتنا سلامتاي عالم يصالتنا سلامتاي proxy wars كوينا why are we proxy wars how come we can't be brilliant how come we can't be number one how come we can't be like تمنيت قبرو كلنا artificial intelligence مز الأعلى درجات عدو توادر الله ناتنا ناتنا حرقني أخلنا دي حنتي دوتا أخلنا no one person is not enough it's not enough we need all the youth when I say future we need you to step up to the mic and do your part we don't hold it against our fathers I hear a lot of the youth in Taiblu Maslokum boy خمزي taxi زور نارون تاي تمرت نارنا كما قلنا هم عبل ناتهم footsteps إننا follow نجا برزيلنا كابي حوي ولخا that's not the business African, you should be proud. That's not the business. Don't blame your mother and father. You can't. This is a different era. How can you? Thank you, brother Rob. It's one of my mentor, Robert Childs. You can't blame your mother and father unless my parents didn't do their business. They didn't take care of business. If it's like that, I get it. But that's not my parents. My parents were amazing. I can ask for better parents. If every one of you can have my parents, what? Hannes, natum tarihom kaits kamani farhe. My biggest worry, let me tell you my biggest worry, Hawate. I will explain to you my biggest worry. My biggest worry is not making mistakes. My biggest naiza frahani tarikh naya boy naya day khulu. That's what really concerns me. Khulu natum tarikh. You'll never find parents like mine. I'm sure everybody can say that. I genuinely am telling you, my parents, I don't know. I don't know. Please, William. ولا أنا أبناتهم درجة بس mentally, intellectually. Now, boy, I don't think it's possible. I can ምናልባት እንድሕር ንኤርትራ ናጽነት ኣምፅላ ብዓለይ ገለ ክዋዳደር ክእል እየ ግን but boy, I just don't think so. ግን ክብለኩም ዝደሊ that's not the point. The point is my dad was a great man and my mom my dad and my mom is a great woman. She's a heroine, just like Mama Uganda that I just showed the story. My mom is similar. Look at her, man. My mom thinks of other people. Etina ሕብረተሰብና ጋሻ ገለ ምቕባል ኩሎም ሂሮምና ሰብ ትቅልብ ቅድሚ ነፍስኻ ትቅልብ. This is what separates us from animal and human. Respect. ተረዲኩም? Respect. So when this whole situation and famine and genocide in Tigray and Amara region and stuff, when we speak about it, we're just showing you what our mothers and fathers taught us. You understand? When we say aga b'sab'awnet, abotatna adetatna zimharuna abuina nzarv zelena. Ablibna zaloina nzarv zelena. I'm only speaking what's in my heart. I can't sit and watch someone who looks like me, speaks like me, just get killed and not say nothing. It doesn't make sense. B'filai. Black lives matter. You say all these things, but you don't even care about the one next to you. You don't even care about it. It's just crazy to me. How did Salim Zayt photo hashish do what you do, galadi what you do, wala erroneously and the police katilomo ilka mitsalamti ane revolutionary galamalativ. Sakit knagrokum. It's okay to speak about people injustice. But also first think about your people and think about the people next to you and your neighbor. You have to be real. You're talking about Black Lives Matter, but you don't even care about the brother next to you in Africa. So how do Black Lives matter if you don't care about the dude next to you who looks like you, who's your brother? Make that make sense. So let's leave tribalism alone. Tribalism tribalism. Let's leave all that alone. Let's create a race, a people of brilliance. Let's create the youth. Teach them from our mistakes. بالسوشيال ميديا نحط فيهم أقارض صور سيلكا تلفون هيبكا ايباد هيبكا اتخوف الكا غرفن اند كوينكا سهم كومبيرنتس كما بو اد فيل تو جو لهم كنغركم انا انترنت يبلين ام انترنت على نيجين كستاي تي في يبلنا دك اي كوفيله هانت ستوري كنغركم قالي قال تمرتي مهروان يرمناي جنزب coins 25 cent 10 cent قال مله they were teaching my daughter like value of money and how to count it. And the way they would do it is they'd get a quarter, 25 cents, عشرين حمشتن سنتيم, and they would put hairs 1 2 3 4 5. That teacher كاني 5 10 15 20 25 up to hair up to چوغري تبلا up to الرئيس حركام up to 25 cents كتمهرا فتينا ولا يترداتن تاتي زلاجة سويتي دحريو تچنيقه بطعمي يا بوي لاتني انا انت يا خوينا تردأن انت بلا نزلا سمعي لا يا زوالي سمعي حاري بريليانت اخي درجه اخذ بس هي تمرتي يلا دك اي درجه مالت above their grade level advanced حجي من البات ناتا تكنيك effective سلازي خونه نعيليا انت غيري كل تقرشي 25 سنت 10 سنت 5 سنتيم 10 سنتيم 15 سنتيم 1 سنتيم كله بسامنا غير كل حاسبه كدك اي ገንዘብ ትንኩ ፊደሊኔ ረሳሒት ገንዘብ ሓፂበዮ ሳምና غير አጽሬዮ ድራይ ምስ ኮነ ዘርጊሕዮ ስምዒ ለያ ሕርሕጂ እዚኣ ትሪኣ ኣለኺ እዚኣ 25 ሳንቲም እያ ኦኬ ላትኒ ክንደይ እዚኣ 25 ሳንቲም ክንደይ ግዜ እዚኣ ኸኒ ሓንቲ ሳንቲም 5 10 but it took ቀሊል ነገር ኣይኮነን ሓድሽ ነገር ስለ ዝኾነ I had to teach her the value of money but I had to teach her my way right but it took me 4 or 5 days straight ترديكم كنبلعوا خلنا يحتى أبتي كرسي أب dinner when we eat dinner I ask her so the way you do it is when I'm showing her I'm like is it 25 سنتيم she says okay كلتين كم زين حرخيبكي 5 ثلاثة خني 25 سنتيم 4 خني حنت قرشي تودع فليتاتن اجي دحري انت غيره زي نتيا ممهران تايليا ዋላይ ስጋብ ኩለን 100% ተምፅአን recess break ካይትህብያ ኣለያ ኦኬ ላትኒ ፀገም የለን ድሕሪ ዋላይ ፈቲና ፅኢራ ሓግዘኒ ባዕለ ክፈትኒ ኣነ ክሕግዘክ እየ ኣይትስራሕሎም ሕጂ ዕድማ ኣነ ሸውዓተ ትገርመኩም ሕጂ እንታይ ዝታት ገንዘብ ገለ ዘይትፈልጥ ኣነ ገንዘብ ገለ ያሂቦም ነ ሕጂ መርመራ መፅኡ እቲ ናይ ጨጉሪ 5 cent 10 cent ገለ 5 10 15 20 25 ሓሙሽተ ጨጉሪ 25 cent ገለ መለ ካይ ገበረት ነቲ test in 2 minutes my daughter boom 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 100% ተመምህር እንታይ ኢላ ተመስለኩም memorize that ገራቶ ከማይ ግዜ ዘይትፈልጦ ዝነበረት ኩሎም ሓሊፎም ትወዲኣቶ yeah but you know why because ሓደ ግዜ እቲ መምህር ክምህር ይኽእል እዩ أنا خا ممهر سلاز نوركو أبت وتهدرنا different technique different strategy جري نقول عليه مهيريا هجي عصرت كلتا جيزة ريسا سلوم وتأتي تعود تملص تا تبلون كاني شوغري قالنا بحالو حليفاتهم بخمزي سلاز تقدسكو سلاز concerned parents سلاز هونكو مهيريا جين أبو جين دواي نبلينا إتي أمن عسى تان ماماي the baby خوفيلا ترينا أنا رخمزيلا Daddy isn't I 25 cents زخي مس حفتا خطو وادا دريلا تعبايت فوتة مس حفتا خطو وادا دريلا بعلاقاتي أمامي فليتاتو هجريو خميز خي هجيتي أمامي لعليهم كتكوني أبت نجر مزبط أحد قال لي نجر خوناي جيني زي آيباد هيبكا أبتخوف بالي watch سلازبالتني قال كمزي no أبزي politics كا سلازلوخو كبير نجري عصرت projects هيسكا حري عنكفك حري حجزك كلن دا تساتفك family هاي you have to take care of مش سؤالي معلتي أبليتي دك أي كاتا تلني انتاين زمهارا زلوا انتاين فيديو كمي كراونتي انتاين زولو زلوا بتمرتهم نتمرت ممهري حتى once every week once every 2 weeks ممهرني راهبي تاي تمهرهم اللهم إذن sex education تايم تمهرهم دك أنا بعلي زمهرن ساي تمهرهم لهم قال ما لا you have to be very involved إن دحر involved زي خودكم تخوني جزاء حلفي دحر دكهم 10 4 10 شديش تمز بصحو freedom زبها أنا freedom علني أنا بعلي أسرح لهم يا دحر كتشنق إخا زخلو زي سرح خالوس كتشنق أكاي دحر كتمهرهم تخلو قرم زمهرهم زقبهم كم يجرك أخذ بصحلهم كابتعز الله نقدر راح كتصل تخيل حجي جزء حليفه what are you gonna do تايب قبرويهم so ندقهم تقاطع صاروهم mother father كونوا بفلاي زي ما أنا أسي نشتغل لكم زولدكم إن هرا أدي نادي سرح سريحة كمول كولوز تخاتاتي لا أتريا ليتي حاسيبا أدك إسا دك أن تخاتاتي لا صبق خوش أمتم دك أنتايبم نزور مش أنا والله وانتايزي إيو داري شجارة يقولوا حجي شجارة نفنفنوين ولا أنا كستاي هبني هريك مرزي لهم تبلو هريك سلاز هبني يمهروا مالله يا سس لانجز نات كان دا قتل السبز ساتيو زغرموكم زندك أيولا هو داري هو حق ها داري الشجارة حماقي إلن كستاي يزارب أن النحرن مش أنا غاني غايبلو أنت خال أنت النجرن أحبوني حجي حارو ودي كم قال كران ماليسو كتي حواد قال نيرم يخارو نيرم تايزي لهم نوايز ودي زيهم كتو ودات نايا والد كراون تي ماليسومز كلتا أدي اللهم زعامت أتني خبار يا زيا حجيتا the youngest one in Thailand من أسي Thailand بإنجليش why they dress like two little girls I said none of your business لا قدايكي زي هنا أيتتوي كزام ساعتنا هاني سمعوا جمدك أي زيناتكم بزنس أيتتو هذا كلته أملا خالو أبوالو أديالا أبو أدت راهم قول أخوال دوز خلو سبعي مسبعي كولد أي خنيو كم دلايكم وصلوا أنا مبوز حلو حجنا أي كم زغزارب كلهم ده زيبلو نحنا كريستيان توهادوينا ناتنا فاميلي أبو مسادة بحق أملاخ كولد راح زخل سبيتي مس سبيتي كتولد أيتخلنا impossible ولا ساينسبل ولا كمبيوتر أبزئتو ولا بكبدوم قال ميكانيك أتو كتكون أيتخلنا سبعي مس سبعي كا كولد أيتخلني إزي بهايمونتنا بحقنا نوري إيو زبحال 4 نتبي أو داري جن من كم يحسب عالم كم تاتلو is it real life you no نشتين بزيت مهارنا أنا خمس خونة يري ولو حبيخا نوري كم زين حبيشة أنتم جروفو leave it alone let's not discuss that don't work اللي هم يمز فلتو التمرت زري وزلو كتحابوا يدخلون so explain to go نحنا إزي حقتاتنا إزي هايمونتنا سلا نخبرو معاتي جين تمركيخا مسؤوم كت بريك قبر الله ترديكم كايدك أساس عندك يسوع كريستوس بسمان فوستو كم يناينا ندكس protect us from the evil one dear Lord in your heavenly name كم يلا يمهرن يحريو قلا قبر السروم قلا كوري خلو سقين زبلة جين يرد عني بزحلو بعالم إزتات كم حماق زي خونه قال زيريو عالم سلاستقيره شيطان كاني إيدو إتلالو الشيطان كجاجيكم كفتني أبز خونه هذا مع حنت معتين مزدك أي واك نقول نخينرنا جنزبريان أبت بايتا أنا بتاع فيديو خزرك حدا لأن رجين قص أن كربتي بلور كجبره شفاتو سلاز بزحو أنت على مسلوكم عايز أخر عني بابا جنزبيلن أولا قرشتا قال إنيرو زيناتنا ناتنا خونن أين تنكفونينا إزاي بابا لنا ناتي خونن أين تنكفوني واي من يو غريفو سلام تايبو يتو غريفو من يزملو سلو تراب ديو يريخم نمزلو سرقي قال كل سلز فلطة أين تنكفونينا إلن كابو رحيك أن إيويلن كيرن جن أنا خوفي لا يسمع نره فيديو ريكورد جرين لنفسه يزاربا نره زيناتنا عين تنكفرنا حق خيلاته أو ولا جنزب خون ولا $1,000,000 خون عين تنكفون أنا هاني آيس كريم قالوا وسيرين بلعينات حق يسه تين جنزب مستملسنا كيرن من وسيروا قدانا خونن ولا 100 شحق قرشي خون زيناتنا عين تنكفنينا صح right unless حاجز قالوا خويني رداني أباي تاريخي كاجين حجا أبويكم ومهيرني أب سان دييغو هذا معطي I think 500 قال رخيبة نري أمسألو نهلا بابا إذا همش شيء شعو جزء حدا كروتي 1980s قال ينيرو همش شيء عاب نجاري نيرو أنا حريقو نقول هنا وسير أبي رقيب كابزي أو أبا قميتوا أمني أبا أبرسا فيتو زينات كهاي تنكف أنا وعي نري كابزي تات كن مهارة لنا. So my dad taught me. I found money on the ground, hundreds. He made me and my brothers go back, put it back exactly where it was, look around, put a rock on it, and leave. Back then, we barely knew English. أبا قال كبري نرشعو إنجليز زي تفلت قال هم زم حدش تبزز ماتو معرا حموش تميتي كسلاس تميتي تركبس آبنا غيري نرو كن تماليسن أنا كونفيوز كوينة بابا أنت را ገንዘብ ይብልናን ሓደሽቲ ናብ ዝዓድስ ዋይ ንመሶ ኢለዮ ናትካ ድዩ ኢለኒ ኣይኮነን ኢለዮ ስለምንታይ ትትንክፎ ዘይናትካ ዋይ ትትንክፎ መን ፍቓድ ሂብካ ሓቅኻ ኢለዮ ካልእ ሰምርሓ ወዲቓቶም ከ ሶም ከ ምናልባት መድሃኒት ናይ ድዩ ገለ ክኾኑ ከይሮኖ ኢለዮ ሓቅኻ ባባ ካብቶም ሃይርና ብዙሕ እዚታት ኣይንርስዖን ኢና ይሕዋተይ እዚታት ኣይንርስዖን ኢና እዚኦም ብሉ ሬቮሉሽን ትበሃሉ ከዓኒ መናእሰይ ማዕብሉ ከምዚታት ኢና ንሓስብ ዘለና ብሪልየንት ክትኮኑ ኣለኩም ክትኮኑ ክእሉ ኣለኩም ዋላ ኣብ ኤርትራ ንሕዚ ኣተና እዚ ወዲ ክወስዶ ይገለ ንሰምዕ ኣለና ክንኣቱ ኢና ሕዚ ኣተና ግን ባዕልና ከምዚኦም ጅውሽ ዓለም ክንሰርሕ ኢና ባዕልና ተሰማሚዕና ተሓባቢርና ብሪልየንት ዝኾኑ መናእሰይ ፈጢርና ሰሪሕና ምሂርና the next generation ኣብ ድንቁርና ካይወድቕ the next generation ኣብ ገለመለ ካይወድቕ ንሕና ክንሰርሕ ኢና እዛ ሃለውሎ ኣውራጃ ሃይማኖት ገለ ወረዳ ገዲፍና ብሪልየንስ ፎከስ ክንገብር ኢና ባዕልና ቢዝነስ ከፊትና ናይ ብሉ ሬቮሉሽን ንሕዋትና ክንሕግዝ ኢና ንሕዋትና ክንምህር ኢና ንሕዋትና ክንምዕብል ኢና ዋላ ይንእቶ who cares ገንዘብ ኣኪብና ባዕልና ኣይለን ንገዝእ ኣይለን ገዚእና ባዕልና መሬት ከዓኒ ብሪልየንት ሰብ ንመሰርት who cares እዚ ህይወት ተረዲእኩም እቲ ናይ ቦታትና ክንሕሉ ንሑ ኮይና ኩላህና ኮ ተሓጋጊዝና ኣብዚ ሕሱር መሬት ገለ ረኺብና ቤተክርስትያን ክንሰርሕ ንኽእል ትሬኒንግ ኤንቫይሮንመንት ክንሰርሕ ንኽእል ኩሎም ብሪልየንት ዳክተርስ ባዕልና ከፊልና ክንስርሖም ንኽእል ኣብኡ ኢና ሓሚዕና ዘለና we can all utilize our resources gather buy land create a church schools doctors lawyers engineers everything we want كله ኣብ ኤርትራ ጎዲልና ዘሎ we can do it ourselves we don't need anybody ሓይሊ ለና ሸሓታ ኣለዎ ሕጂ ክላ እዚ ዳ እንታይ እዩ ዝብል ዘለዎ ገለ ዝብሉ ኣለዉ ስለዘይኣምኑ ኣብኡ ደረጃ ይበፅሑም በፅሕናዮ ሓሊፍናዮ ከሪኦኩም ይሕዋተይ ንኣብነት ሕጂ ኣብዚ ጀርመን ገለ ኣብ ሰለሞን ሰልፊ ክትሪኦ ኣለካ ማዕረ 3,000 ገለ መናእሰይ ኢኻ ትርኢ ምሽ ሕጂ 3,000 መናእሰይ ንኣብነት ኣብ ጀርመን ንበይና ንብል 500 ቅርሺ ይሃቡ ኤግዛምፕል ጥራሕ እዚ ንኣብነት 1,500,000 ሕጂ እስከ 100,000 መናእሰይ ንበል times 500 50 ሚልዮን 500 ንሒብናስ ሓንቲ ግዜ ኣብ ዓመት 500 ወላ I don't know 40 ቅርሺ ኣማንዝ ገለ ከፊትና ሚልዮን 1 ሚልዮን كندا أزي لكم 150 مليون مش لكم يا 100 no 50 مليون 5 مليون أواتس ناس مرد جازينا تمرتي خنسرح نخيل ولا نتيوم حدش زماتو asylum seekers refugees قالوا زولو أبت مرتنا بعلنا أما حديرنا بعلنا قليبنا بعلنا حكيمنا كنا معقولهم نخيل إزي مالت إريتراونت نهزبخا مسوات خلفلكا كتحجز إزي أزيو مالت بخمسين هنا تحاجز نخل دعريو هابتيمنا معبيلنا قلمله سبت تأمنو دحرغيبنا جمهورات زبالو عسرت قال هيسكا إزتاك تصرحات خليقة بعلنا بزنس أكاينا هابتينا بليونيرز كوينا مس عالم كنا وادر نخل إذا حسابلو anyways إذا حد صار لومي 48 minutes قريا 5 minutes ماما يوغندا جين بتعامي كم زين وعرو أنا بس أديتاتنا يحواتنا زينا والد إريترين حبشة قالي ماري خندي زخلا thank you خنبلن فوتو ولا ندي كمزجنايت فوتو زخلو إلى بيتنا حواتي وديلني أيفلتني أنا استجاجي وبعلي وسينة بعلي لنفسي تقبله حتى قلملس زقبر كوني قدم أنا ترحك بولو زخل سدراي أدي أبويجين كما جيروم هيروم نحيزومني أنا خمس كنون فتيه دراغ زي وسدني عيستني شجارة لمدكون قلملا لمدكون أملاخ فلت إيه سنة سرعات فلت إيه كله I wish كله مناسكا خمس استمهاري I wish كلهم نحدقهم تجاجم كنجاج تقبرون كتحجزون تقولوا مهرام طرح يكون أنت the answer sometimes it's a mental state كتعاط ولا بتكنيك ندقهم كتمهرهم تقولوا كتسعرهم تقولوا وهيفكا همبرجر هيفكا انكا زرأيو ازي حمام ناي ماماي حمام ناي منعسي ترديكم ازي منعسي زلو Chinese فليتهم قالوا that's why it's out نالو بخلو أنا جين كمان ما كن مهر قالنا ما تسجن سمعنا سينا anyways برتعو يحواتي blue revolution respect إذا أنا ماما يوغندا خاني نحفالو تقولوا تقولون share follow كله share وراريسكم share قبروا أبو يوغندا معري أربعة قولوا حذاء بعلا محدرة بعلا قليبة فويسة كله فوسي هيبة كله كنزخد قبر زاديس my god كم مازر يلن أب عالم صوت جن حيلت له حرقانم مش مشاتا له ناي بوتاتنا جن ترتي زي فارمين دخل حريشان خالو ليتنا سرحو أربعة نجو ساعات أربعة تسيام سرحو خمنا بويز قبرو نورو كمان كونين خالني ناجن كنفتنينا ناتهم لقسيها كلي ترديكم سلان نحنا أين مركخنينا إذا نحنا أين مركخنينا خنقصلينا بهيوت مسكنا نام أملاخ مستملسنا شعوينا نمركخ شعو يعني فقادنا خمركخ نأملاخ يطرحنا زمركخ نسب أي مركخني نسساي مركخني نأملاخ يطرحنا زمركخ أملاخ يوسف كريستوس or الله نزي طرحنا زمركخ ترديكم فتر كم استفتركو جن كمركخ يخلني حنقولي مركخني أكالي مركخني ولا خلت أجرين حسابير كاي أي مركخني بإيدي دوك بالكاي ترديكم يا أنا لي بلو ريفولوشن بتعمي براود مارساوي آبل فريدم سلازي رحبكم بتعمي تحوقي سنا لنا respect جان بلاك حوي كانت بيكا لنا كور حونا بتعمي نتحاقو سنا نخذنا have a great weekend هواتي كابتن إريترا I love you blue revolution نقد meet